right, again, we got Inch Miles, building a pyramid of success. So far, they have learned that in order to be successful, you've got to do these 10 things. Let's go through those. Hard work, work before play, try not to complain, have passion, enjoy what you're doing when you work. In order to make a friend, make sure that you are friendly, make sure you're being a friend. Loyalty, be honest and trustworthy with your friends. Don't make fun of them behind your back or say things about them behind your back. That's not really being a good friend. Cooperation, when you're part of a team, make sure that you're not just interested in having things your way, but the team's way. Control yourself so others won't have to. Make sure always pay attention in school. That's the way you can learn and improve what you're doing. Action, don't ever be afraid to fail. Learn from it, pick yourself up, and just keep right on going. Determination, you need determination to get the thing you need to grow. And finally, fitness, you have to make sure that you act, eat, and think correctly. Okay? All right. 10 blocks down, 4 more to go. And off we go into our next little journey here. So they come out of the forested area, they see a tree. And attached to this tree is a beautiful spider's web. And they're looking at it and how each little strand is absolutely perfectly spaced from the others, the same length. They're looking at the overall design wondering, wow, it must take a lot of time and practice to get something to come together that well. And while they're looking at it, down the little spider web comes Silky. And Silky the spider says, hi, you guys like my web? And they said, boy, we sure do. That must have taken some work. We're on a mission to find out about success. Can you give us a clue? And Silky spins them this clue. To weave a web demands great skill, and finishing one is quite a breath. Practice makes my webs grow finer. I'm a top-notch web designer. I pay attention to each detail. I do it right so I won't fail. I learn my skill through hours of drill. To find success, you must have skill. If you're going to be successful at something, you have to have skill. Doing star blocks at one time doesn't give you skill. Doing scraping off, that's what the beginners are learning this time. It doesn't give you skill. In fact, it's kind of like a rule of thumb that they use. If you do a new technique, a new form 1,000 times, then you can say you've learned it. You don't really know it well yet, but you can say you've learned it. All right, 10,000 times. Now you can say, all right, I know that technique, yeah. For 50,000 times, now you can run that technique and you can run it well. Then if you spend a lot more time at it, about 100,000 times, you can say you've mastered it. That means it doesn't matter what could go wrong, how big the person is, or small, or anything at all. Once you've done it 100,000 times, you know just how to make it work in any situation. And that's true of anything. Whatever you're having trouble with, practice it more, and you'll get more successful at it. Is it math? I had a hard time with division. When I was coming up, I had a lot of problems with division. So I did more division problems. Do more problems in the areas you're having trouble. Having trouble reading? Read a little bit more. You know what I found that helped me read? I read things I enjoyed. You got to read school books too, but when I had to just develop reading, I enjoyed, what are they now? Novel, comic books in my days. We had all these things, and it kept me reading. It kept me learning and vocabulary words I would look up. So if you want to really be successful, you have to develop skill. And skill takes a lot of practice. And so that gives us the next block of our pyramid, skill. Okay? And this is how the coach said it to the adults. A knowledge of and the ability to properly and quickly perform the fundamentals. Be prepared and cover every little detail. All right. That means now we've got 2 of the 3 third level blocks. One more that we'll get at the end of the week, and that's going to complete the 3rd level of our pyramid. Okay? So with that in mind, off our little heroes go into the next adventure. Now, there's not much in pictures or video about spiders doing karate. You can check for yourself. There's not very much at all. But I did find something very interesting. It's kind of like a real-life Spider-Man. He can crawl up things and he can turn around, and it really looks like somebody who has Spider-Man types of climbing skills. When you watch this, think again of all the practice that it took this person to finally be able to do these little things. Any more than you can do something new very, very good the first time you try. But see, with practice, hard work, determination can get somebody to do. If this person can learn to climb up walls like that, you can learn how to do math or reading or any of the other things that maybe give you a little bit of trouble at school. Okay? Skill, practice. Give yourself a hand.